Students, today I want to discuss about the topic human computer interaction in software engineering. First of all, we'll see what is HCI. What is HCI? HCI stands for human computer interaction. Okay, it is nothing but it is the study of interaction between humans and computers. Okay, it is nothing but it is the study of interaction between humans, or we can say it as users and computers. Okay, it is nothing but it is the study of interaction between humans or users and computers. And coming to second point, the interaction between humans and computers can be achieved or is achieved by an interface which we can call it as user interface. Okay, the interaction between humans and computers is achieved by an interface which is nothing but user interface. Okay, actually HCI consists of three parts. HCI is nothing but human computer interaction. Okay, HCI consists of three parts. Okay, as you know, first one is humans, or we can say them as users. Okay, and coming to second one, computer, and third one is interaction. Okay, it consists of three parts: human or users, computer, and interaction. We'll see one by one what is human, what is computer, and what is interaction. First we'll see what is humans. Human or users, the persons who are going to use the system are called as users. Okay, here users can be like individual user or group of users working together. Okay, users can be an individual user or group of users who are working together. Okay, who are and coming to some users might be having technical knowledge, and so some users might not be having that much of technical knowledge. Okay, they have to learn or gain knowledge to use the systems. Okay, next point is interacting users might have some technical knowledge, and some users might not have some technical knowledge. They have to gain some technical knowledge to use the systems. And next one is interacting with the technology. Interacting with technology is cognitive. Okay, interacting with technology is cognitive, which is nothing but we have to gain some knowledge. And some of the factors humans are having is vision, hearing, touch, and movement. Some human factors or some human factors that ought to be considered is first one is vision, next one is hearing, Next one is touch and movement. Okay. Next one is, second one is computers. As you know that computer is nothing but it is an electronic data processing machine which can take input, process it, and gives output in a predefined manner. Here actually computer system is made up of various elements, and each of these elements affects the interaction. Okay, computer system is made up of various elements. Okay, each of these elements affects the interaction. Okay, like we are having input devices, output devices, virtual reality, etc. There are some of the elements. These are some of the elements. By taking input devices, like we can use mouse, okay, which like a keyboard which is used for entering text. Input devices. Next, output devices. Input devices which is used to enter text, and output devices which we can see the output on screens, monitors, and virtual reality. Like which is nothing but it is a special interaction and display device. Okay, and next one is physical interaction. Like example, we can take it as sound, we can hear. And next one is so these are some of the elements which we can see in computers. And next one, third one is interaction. Like how humans can interact with the system. Okay, to interact with the system, they have to use some of the user interfaces, like a command line interface and GUI, graphical user interface. Okay, by using such kind of interfaces, they can interact, humans can interact with the computers or systems. So some types, the types of interfaces. Okay, types of interfaces, like first one is, as I said earlier, command line interface. Command line interface, we are having GUI, graphical user interface. In graphical user interface, we use menus, pop-up windows, dialog boxes, everything. And next one, like form fills and spreadsheets. Okay, etc. We are having some of the interface devices. Command line interface, to use command line interface, we have to know some of the commands so that we can use the system. Okay, first we see what is the command line interface. What is command line interface? Okay, like ways of expressing instructions to computer directly, like a function keys, single characters, short abbreviations, etc., which is suitable for repetitive tasks. It is better for expert users than novice users, like new users. Okay, it is nothing but it is a way of expressing. It is way of expressing instructions to computer directly by using function keys, single characters, short abbreviations, etc. Okay, it can be suitable for like a repetitive tasks, and it would be better for expert users. Okay, it will better suit for expert users rather than novice users. It is better for expert users than novice, or the users who are not having that much of knowledge. Example, we can take it as the Unix system. Next one is like GUI, graphical user interface, like Windows, where for example if you take Windows system, where it is a purely graphical user interface, which we can call it as YCWG. Okay, like what you see is what you get, what you see is what you get. Okay, we have a lot of icons, folders, we can create folders easily, like any user can use it easily with the minimum basic knowledge. Okay, we have a lot of menus and dialog boxes, everything is very simple to use. So next one is third one, form fills. Okay, here like primarily for data entry or data retrieval we can use form fields. Okay, data can be put in relevant place, it requires good design. Okay, primarily it is used for data entry or data retrieval. Okay, screen like paper form, it can also be called a screen like paper form for filling applications. Okay, primarily it is used for data entry, okay, or data retrieval. Or we can use it for like the screen which looks like paper. Okay, screen can look like paper, where you can enter all the details. Okay, it requires, so for form fills it requires a good design. Okay, it requires a good design. Okay, and the spreadsheets, what is spreadsheet? Already we know Excel, about Excel, the most commonly used sheets today, spreadsheets. Okay, for example you can take it as like Excel, MS Excel, Microsoft Excel. Okay, it is most commonly used sheets today. Okay, by using this you can create your own data. Next, human computer interaction design. Like before designing human computer interaction design, we should consider humans, how they're going to interact with computers through user interface. Okay, it can include software, hardware, okay, and some are like hardware devices like mouse, keyboard, and some peripheral devices. Okay, before designing human computer interaction design, we should consider humans how they're going to interact with computers through like a user interface. First one, how humans interact with the computers through user interface, like UI. In the short form we can call it as UI. Okay, it includes software such as what is displayed on the computer monitor. Okay, such as what is displayed on the computer monitor. And next one, like hardware such as mouse, keyboard, and other peripheral devices. Okay, so that as a result, the study of HCI focuses on user satisfaction. Okay, as a result, the study of HCI focuses on user satisfaction. Okay, as humans, humans interact with the computers through user interface. So the design should be very effective, like humans can easily interact with the system by using user interface. While designing human computer interaction, software should be considered that which is going to be displayed on the computer monitor, and as well as hardware like a mouse, keyboard, and some other peripheral devices should also be considered, so that as a result the study of HCI focuses on user satisfaction. Okay, more attention should be taken on human computer interaction. It is very important to consider human, okay, while designing human computer interaction, because poor interface can make it hard for users. Okay, suppose if you design a poor interface, okay, poor interface, that can make it hard for the user or users to benefit from even the simplest systems. So while designing human computer interaction design, we have to take uttermost care so that it will be very helpful for the users, so that they can easily use the user interface. Okay, and here we have to consider two things, like usability as well as user experience. Okay, usability and user experience. Usability should include efficiency, safety, utility, etc. But whereas user experience, it focuses on creating systems that are satisfying, enjoyable, okay, entertaining, helpful, etc. Usability and user experience goal awareness is essential to all HCI design. Usability and user experience goal awareness is essential to all HCI, human computer interaction design. Okay, next we'll see what is interface standards. What is interface standards? Okay, these are very beneficial for interface designers, like using those 8 golden rules. Already we have discussed earlier, like we are having 8 golden rules. By this we can design a good interface. Okay, without using these 8 golden rules, we cannot design a good design. It will be a very poor design, which will be not be satisfiable for the end users. To design a good design, like a good user interface design, we have to follow some standards, which we can call it as interface standards. Okay, Already we have seen the 8 golden rules. Like first one is strive for consistency. Second one is enable frequent users to use shortcuts. Next one is interface standards. Interface standards. Okay, for designing like user interface, we have to follow some standards or guidelines which will be very beneficial for the interface designers. Okay, so that we can differentiate between a good user interface design from a bad one. Okay, we have some, like we have some standards or guidelines which are beneficial for interface designers. Okay, we have seen in previous class like 8 golden rules. Okay, by following these 8 golden rules, we can differentiate between a good interface design from a bad one. Okay, using 8 golden rules. Using 8 golden rules, it is possible to differentiate a good interface design from a bad one. Okay, we have to follow some standards or guidelines which will be beneficial for interface designers. Okay, we have seen in the previous classes, like we have gone through 8 golden rules. So by which it is possible, it will be possible to differentiate between a good interface design from bad one. So what are those 8 rules? Like first one is strive for consistency. Second one is enable frequent users to use shortcuts. And third one is offer informative feedback. And next one, fourth one is design dialogues to yield closure. Design dialogue to yield closure. And next, fifth one, prevent errors. And sixth one is permit easy reversal of actions. Permit easy reversal of actions. And next one, seventh one is support internal locus of control. Support internal locus of control. And last one, eighth one is reduce short-term memory load. Reduce short-term memory load. Okay, we have to follow these 8 golden rules to design a good user interface design. Okay, thank you.